Welcome to Random Product Critic, a channel about critiquing anything that can be bought.
So I had someone in my family tell me that I needed to do a video of something that I didn't like because most of my videos are things that I at least think are somewhat decent or really like them. So here's one of something that I can't stand. I'm not a fan of Apple overall. They make good quality products, but I'm not a fan of just their whole business model and everything. Um, but this is the Apple Magic Mouse. It's a fairly light mouse. It's basic plastic here, typical Apple product where it's basically just silver and white. Very very plain, very minimalist. Um, this Magic Mouse, it functions okay as a mouse, but it would be the last thing I ever got. Like it's more of just a generic use type of mouse. So you can see it is wireless. I think it's Bluetooth, but it could be wrong. Um, and it does take, let's open it up here so you can kind of see more in depth. So your backing has all your FCC things. It's going to take two AA batteries. To pop it out, it's just pulling this little lever here. And it's a basic standard 2 LED optical type of mouse, and you can turn it on and off right here as well. Um, so very very standard in the setup. There's not a whole lot special there, um, and it is very minimalist, and that's the whole goal of Apple, trying to keep minimal products. So they don't have any special bells or whistles here. It's very flat. It does have the two track bars instead of a standard mouse that will have different pads on each corner. So this one just uses the bars, and it's just a very kind of a flat mouse. So let me compare this to a regular type of mouse. So you can see it's a little bit longer, but it's definitely like it's about half the thickness of this other mouse. Um, so if you're using it for a long time, your hand is gonna hurt. Um, it doesn't have any support in it, and overall it's just kind of a generic use mouse. So, and why they call it the Magic Mouse is you're moving it around. You basically, this type is a fingertip type of mouse. So you're gripping it on the sides and you're just doing your clicks with really just one finger right here. And it has a touchpad built in right here. So you can just do your regular click, left click, right click, but you can also, if you're on a page that scrolls, just going like this will scroll. I believe it may have some pinch zoom capabilities, and it does have the swipe, maybe even 3 finger and 2 finger. So it has some different gestures built in, just like a touchpad, but it's built into a mouse. But you do have to be kind of careful because it can hurt your hand if you're using it for a long time, and it is just a fingertip type of mouse, so it's not really meant for extended use or gaming or anything. Um, the quality in general, it's very very basic. There's a lot better mice out there. The DPI is okay on this one, but again, it's just a very generic use mouse for just basic office use or whatever. Um, when you first hook this up to the Mac, um, the mouse appears, if you're used to any other mouse, especially gaming mice, this mouse is going to appear extremely slow. And there's no option to adjust that speed really without modifying settings directly in the terminal. And even after I did that, I found it was still pretty slow, but at least the acceleration wasn't too bad. So I'm used to a gaming mouse, and this thing just drives me absolutely nuts because it's uncomfortable. The scrolling is always going, so any web page you're on, you're going to be scrolling. Like you just don't have a choice because you need your finger there to move the mouse. So it's just obnoxious to me. Some people like it; they don't have a problem with it, especially if you're just using basic use. If you're doing any type of gaming or working full time on a computer or anything, this is not the mouse for you. If you have just a generic PC that maybe your family's going to use, this this mouse might be okay because it's just a generic, everyday use type of mouse. So this is the Apple Magic Mouse. Just for comparison, let me hold it up to another mouse again so you can see the size. I'll even get my other one down here. It's hooked up to my computer. So here's a Razer Taipan. So, and a Logitech, just a basic Logitech mouse. So you can kind of see the difference in size for all of these. No buttons or anything besides your basic click, and it's touchpad gestured, so it's very minimalist, very basic. Not sure how much these cost. Judging by the rest of Apple's cost scheme versus their products, it's probably a lot more than a very similar, functionally similar mouse anyway, like this Logitech one. It's going to cost a lot more just because it is an Apple product. You're paying for a name. You're not paying for something that's worth the money. You're just paying for that Apple name. So here's the Apple Magic Mouse, and hopefully we'll see you in another video.
Thanks for watching. If you liked our video, please subscribe. Don't forget to thumbs up the video as well as share with others that may find this video interesting. If you'd like to make a request, click the link below in the description, and also feel free to take a look at some of our other random product videos.